by praying to the high gods tonight. On my breath explains the indolence I feel when I watch you service someone that's just not me. Though I won't make a scene tonight, the hot God's shrine will be overflowing with votive shaped like empty bottles, void of liquor, void of plastic models. Stuck in the middle of the end, stuck in the middle, wanting more of myself and sticking with what I already know. One thing I know is tomorrow I wish I was dead, but my hand in hand moves out the lies like nothing else. Though I won't regret a single thing, it's mainly 'cause I won't remember what I've offered, what I've gained by praying to the high gods tonight. Since maybe Olympic times, they serve them well, and that's such with some in return, but taking so much more than I could ever know. Stuck in the middle of being stuck in the middle, wanting more for myself and sticking with what I already know. One thing I know is tomorrow I wish I was dead, but my pounding head proves I was alive like nothing else. Though I won't regret a single thing, it's mainly 'cause I won't remember what I've offered, what I've gained by praying to the high gods tonight. By praying to the high gods tonight.
All right, that was Hop Gods by IPA. I don't know if you know this, Mark, but I'm in IPA.
I did know that.
That's
yeah.
that's
I've heard
me,
that.
me and my buddy John's all original music stuff that we
Yeah,
do.
I saw that on Facebook.
Yeah, man, you got to get to it. Facebook, it's where all the kids are at. Apparently, MySpace isn't cool anymore,
Well,
and Friendster's dead. So Google Plus, no good. Get to the Facebook.
well, I have no idea what Friendster is.
Yeah, see, that's because you're cool.
I don't
You
know.
gave up on those things. That's a good idea.
Uh-huh.
So that was Hop Gods, and that's my buddy John's creation. The best thing about that song is that you can barely tell I'm in it. And it's all about, drinking too much, making promises you're not going to keep in the morning because you can't remember what you talked about, and boozing it, things that we like to do. So we like boozing so much that our freaking band's called IPA, I mean, that's
Yeah.
commitment. So that was Hop Gods, and the next one that we're going to play tonight is a song called Alone. And our theme for this episode, which is episode 5 of Bruzik,
Number 5 is alive.
number 5, Johnny 5.
Yeah.
Episode 5 is all about friends. So it's friends, people that we're friends with, musicians we're friends with, bands that we know or hang out with, or we wish we were friends with more than we are, that sort of thing. So we'll get into it a little bit tonight. A few stories. Definitely some dirty secrets will be shared because nobody's listening anyway.
Why not?
We'll spill the guts. People that aren't here. So tonight, here it is, Alone. This is Sean Sparks and the Wounded Animals. I dig this one. I picked this one especially because of just, I guess, how he holds out the notes on this song.
Oh, man. Yeah, this is my favorite
Is it?
Sparks song.
Perfect.
I think so, yeah.
Cool. So we'll listen to this, and then after that, we've got another one of his to fill it up. But this one is Alone. All right, so that was Alone. Sean Sparks and the Wounded Animals. That's off the Rattle Trap album, which I really, really enjoy. Play it quite a bit in my car. I like to crank it up and pretend that I'm in the band,
Yeah.
singing backup vocals,
Yeah.
because I can't hit the notes that he can. I don't have the swagger that he's got. He's got an awesome beard, too. I'm trying to catch up to him in that category.
He's a man of many talents. That's
Yeah,
for
he
sure.
is. He can smoke meats,
Yeah.
play guitar,
Yeah.
tell a joke, light a fire. He's good with the campfire and the fire pit. Grow tomatoes like somebody's... I've never seen anybody grow tomatoes like that guy.
It's
mean-
really funny that I've actually I met him long, long before I met you.
Really?
Yeah, oh yeah, like high school, we were in a band together.
You and Sean?
Yeah.
What was the band called?
Come on, man. Brian Luganbill was in this band, and he's from Dirt Fed.
Yeah, okay.
Sean Sparks and I, we took a picture on a tractor. And we'll have to ask him when he comes in. That's going to be the question.
What the band's name was?
Yeah.
Because we talked about this just a few minutes ago. We didn't have a Facebook back then, so there was no band
No.
page. We can't remember.
And so,
Did you guys ever play a show?
absolutely not. I went
No?
crazy and moved to Iowa.
Oh, you bailed on Nebraska and went to Iowa.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
Many times, yeah. That was the first time.
The first time you
so
moved
he
to
was
Iowa?
the receiving end of the first
Oh,
Crazy
man.
Park leave. Yeah.
Well, that's cool. He knew what he was
Yeah.
getting, and he's still friends with you
Yeah.
all this time later.
I know. He's a sweet guy.
He is. Which kind of brings me to this little story. He's got a secret, and I'm gonna let it out of the bag. He didn't have a record player.
Yeah.
He's, I don't know, my age. Let's say he's 35.
He's closer to my age.
All right, he's 35.
Yeah.
He didn't have a record player. How's that possible? So you know what I did? I brought him down one because I have an extra two, which my wife says I don't need 3 record players in the house. So I brought him one down this weekend,
Yeah.
and I want to give it to him. I want you to give it to him.
Yeah, I've been rubbing it in for him. You know.
Good.
I don't want to be a
I mean,
sloppy one, but it just
yeah.
broken in enough.
I just don't understand how he's gone this long. He needs vinyl in his life.
Mhm.
So that's what I'm here for. I'm going to provide that for him in exchange for him playing these kick-ass songs. So we got another one from him, and it's... I'm going to edit the title, Kill These Gosh Darn Blues, you know, because there could be children listening. Again, we have broad appeal.
We're not going to censor anything, though.
All right. Kill These Goddamn Blues, I think is
right.
what it's called.
Thank you.
I like this one too. I wish the band was still together. They had a thing on the... Remember the God switch or the God pedal or whatever the hell that was? Remember that?
Sure, yeah.
Explain to the people.
Well, it was the switch that Todd the God would hit with his foot that was next to his pedals, and it was like he had 3 feet long hair, and that hair would just go crazy because the switch was a fan that sat below, and it's like Warrant or Winger or some sort
Right.
of 80s.
So when he needed a little extra oomph in the solo or whatever, he would hit that pedal and the fan would kick on.
It might have had lights, disco lights,
Oh.
and highlighted his cheekbones or something.
He
It was-
should, if he
yeah.
doesn't have a patent on that, he should get one
Yeah,
because that's a badass invention. The
Todd the
God switch.
it's a God switch. Yeah.
That's cool. So this song definitely has that featured in it, and I would guarantee it. At least in the live version it did.
Yeah.
So let's listen to it. Again, Sean Sparks and the Wounded Animals. You're only going to hear this here at Brusick.
When I first met her, I shit in my pants. This woman was out of her head. I couldn't believe her matched advance. She's so pretty, she knocked me dead. Yeah, she's so pretty, she knocked me dead. Her lips were such that when you made her smile, it filled you with such delight. Her brown hair was shiny and her eyes were like a child. Her soft skin was pale and white. Yeah,
You know.
How about that God switch, huh?
Oh man, that was beautiful. I could just see that hair flying. That's got to have probably one of my favorite first lines of a song ever.
Absolutely.
I mean, a girl so hot you can't control your bowels. That's a hot chick.
You shit your pants.
You can't help it.
I mean, how much?
I mean, he was probably clenching. He was probably seeing her, and he was like, you know what? This isn't going to be good. It did no good. He still shit his pants.
Well,
And he wrote about it. That's how hot this girl was.
that's a hot girl.
He's
Yeah.
like, you know what? I want the world to know. I shit my pants because she was so hot.
She's a librarian. She has glasses. She has
Oh, man.
knickers.
Yeah, maybe a sleeve tattoo.
Maybe. You never know.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Speaking of sounding good, that's a great segue into the next track that we're going to
Sure.
play. This is from a group, Lincoln Group, that we used to go and see at the Zoo Bar quite a bit. They played there, and we would go check it out. I think we went to both of their album release shows. This is the Bettys.
Oh yeah, I have a knitted.
You have a knitted koozie,
koozie,
right?
yeah, yeah.
Like a crocheted koozie or
Yeah.
something like that of theirs.
And we saw her. Where was that? In Omaha.
Oh, that place in Benson,
Sure.
down towards the end. I can't think of it right now.
The arcade place.
Yeah,
Then we had
Beercade.
pizza
We had Beercade. We went to Baxter's.
Yeah.
The Pizza Shop Collective.
Man, that place is. I mean, that whole area is great. I love it there.
Yeah, Benson's pretty fun. So this one is off of, I think it's their second album, and it's Stone Cold Fox, I believe is what we're going to play. We'll talk about them and the next track after that once we get a good listen to this one. So this is, again, the Bettys.
There you sit all dark and glum, 'cause I know you thought she's the one, but so did every other guy in town. I know it took a toll on you to fight for the honor of somebody who surely did a lot of running down. And it looks like she done you wrong, and I bet it won't be long before someone can ease your mind. This song, if you listen close, will tell you, dear, who loves you most, believe it or not. I've been here all this time. She's as dumb as a box of rocks, and some say I'm a stone cold fox. Just ask around, you'll see my point of view. She dresses like a whore, and I'm the one that loves you more. I say this now 'cause I'm looking out for you. And it looks like she done you wrong, and I bet it won't be long before someone can ease your mind. This song, if you listen close, will tell you, dear, who loves you most, believe it or not. I've been here all this time. Just give me a chance and see how glorious true love can be. I'll show you all the joy you never had. If you do, I promise you, and I've learned a thing or two. Being happy's far more fun than being sad. And it looks like she done you wrong, and I bet it won't be long for someone can ease your mind. This song, if you listen close, will tell you, dear, who loves you most, believe it or not. I've been here all this time.
All right, Stone Cold Fox by the Bettys.
Wow.
That's good stuff.
Yeah. I forgot how great her voice is.
Yeah, and they were such a fun show to go to and see the guys playing like the rhythm parts back there. I remember, was it big? They have a stand-up bass. I think they did, didn't they?
I'm not quite sure about that. I remember. I think her name's Jordan. Played violin, fiddle.
Viola, all those
Right.
stringed things.
Um,
Here's an
Yeah.
update. Here's an update on where these guys are at right now, from what I know.
okay, let's hear. it.
First of all, I'll just preface this with I'm a old ass man, right? Like I don't do much except listen to music and drink beer, which is why we're doing this show.
Right.
So I think, from what I know, I was internet talking to Heather the other day. So that's like not like a chat room, but like a place not an email. I don't know what it's called, but there's a way to send a message to somebody through the computer that isn't those things.
The FB messaging.
Yeah, there you go. And she has a solo album that she's recorded and it's out. It's not available online yet, from what she told me, but it is. The plan is, I guess, to get it out there soon. She got married.
Yeah.
Her husband, from what I remember, I met him, I think, a couple times. His name's Jeremy, and he looks like the kind of guy who should be in a charity calendar of, like, shirtless firefighters.
Wow.
You know, like when they have a whole bunch of dudes hanging out by the fire truck. Like, he looks like he would be one of those guys.
So we're twins, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you guys look pretty much the same.
Yeah.
Besides the firefighter body, you guys are right there. Yeah. So that's what she's got going on. I think Jordan's doing stuff, playing music, doing school stuff. I saw something on the Facebook the other day about her house had a bunch of bats in it.
Yeah, I saw that too.
And we've had, oh boy, don't get us started on bat stories,
We have
because
songs.
we've got songs about bats
Yeah,
from our old days on 21st and C Street. We'll probably get to that some point in time.
I think so.
So that's the update on those girls, from what I know. And we're going to play another one of their tracks. This is off their first album. And again, if there's kids listening, I apologize. You're going to grow up a little bit tonight with this. I guess our friends have potty mouths,
Yeah.
is what it comes down to.
Go to bed, kids.
Because this one's shit ton of money. Again, the Bettys here on Bruzik.
My name's John. It's nice to meet you. I'm here to set the stage for you. Here's the tale of my life up to right now. It's a story of the way things go. When things look up well, don't you know? It's bound to go south before you knew what hit you. So listen close and heed my warning, 'cause things can change from night to morning. Here it be, my story from day one. I got my wife, her name's Joanne. I got my farm, a field of green. Sunny days are here to stay. I finally found where I belong, and I don't see what could go wrong. And I got me a shit ton of money. So it sounds like things are for the best. You could probably guess the rest. From dusk till dawn, things just went to hell. This goddamn sky refused to rain, and this year's crop went down the drain. This banker, he shows up and he takes my farm. Just when I'd had about all I could take. And listen up, 'cause this here takes the cake. My sweet Jolene runs off with that asshole banker. And rather than cry, you know, I took it like a man, and I sat and thought up a pretty good plan. So give this a listen and tell me what you think. I got this idea, the answer to my prayers. Gonna rob that bank with pistols in the air. We'll go in guns a-blazing. I'll make him pay
right to Betty's. Shit ton of money.
So she's in medical school right now.
Yeah,
right?
she's in med school.
So do you think being in med school and her thinking about her future, she's thinking she's making a shit ton of money, or did I miss something completely?
It was probably foreshadowing, I bet. Yeah,
yeah.
I bet you're right on that. I hope she's not robbing banks like that guy was in that song. But you never know.
Kind of hot though.
I mean, you got to get what you got to get, you know?
Yeah.
You got to get them ducats, as they say.
Well, yeah.
So this show's called Bruzik. You know why it's called that, Mark?
Yeah, it's brew and music.
That's right.
Music.
So-
with Brian Peterson.
And Mark Harpum. We were playing music already, so let's talk about the brew.
Mm-hmm.
What are you drinking tonight?
Daytime. Lagunitas Ale. So it's 4.25% alcohol. You can drink as many as you want. I've drank 12.
That's great. It's like a session IPA.
Yeah.
It's got a pretty good hop note to it. It's pretty tasty.
Yeah, it's good.
I am rocking, and some people, beer nerds, I guess I'll consider myself a beer nerd. I'll go ahead and put that label on me.
Nerd.
Nerds. Sam Adams. I'm drinking a Sam Adams beer. A lot of people don't really consider them craft brewery, but they are, I guess. They're independently owned, but they're the biggest one in America, like so much that they have distribution everywhere. So they're almost lumped in with crappy beers like Bud Light and Miller and Coors, that sort of stuff. But I'm drinking a Sam Adams Harvest Pumpkin Ale. Came out recently, probably in the last couple of days. We're into the fall season now, so we got fall beers. I'm a big pumpkin fan as far as beers go.
Yes, you are.
I don't like pumpkin pie. I wouldn't eat a piece of pumpkin, but I like it in a beer. And this one, it hit the wallet just right. It was $5.99 a six pack. So
Hey, what was the cinnamon one?
we had a cinnamon horchata Blue Moon today. We had to buy a sampler pack just to get one bottle out and
Yeah.
share it,
Tasted
and that
like
was really good.
rum chata, just a tiny bit in a beer,
Yeah,
and I thought that was great. Yeah, it was
the
good.
cinnamon was fantastic in that one.
Yeah. Well, if you like rum chata, you like.
Yeah, if you like drinking rum
Yeah.
chata and you don't mind drinking a beer, then this would be the one for you.
Yes, it was
You just
there. It
have
was
to
right
drink.
there.
You'd have to buy 12 sampler packs to get a 12 pack of it,
Yeah.
but
Sure.
it might be worth it if it's your favorite beer.
Yeah.
So that would cost money. And the last song we played was Shit Ton of Money. And guess what, Mark? This next one,
Is begging for it.
Beg for the Money. Look,
Yeah.
do you see how I did this?
I did.
A lot of
Yeah.
research went into this
You are
to try to make a
begging-
cohesive playlist for us tonight.
begging for the.
So this one's called Beg for the Money. Sean Bestie is the artist on this. And he's a good pal of ours.
Well, he was over tonight.
He was over tonight, and he had a couple drinks and had some dinner with us. It was a good time.
Yeah.
So let's play Beg for the Money. We've got 3 of his songs tonight on tap. So we'll hit this one first, then we'll play another one. We'll share a couple of stories. Maybe we'll tell them what we did tonight.
It's a music emergency.
It was.
Yeah.
We had a couple of emergencies. This is a music emergency, and the prescription is for you to listen to Beg for the Money.
That's true.
Early morning Monday, I set out to be the only one to finally work it out. 24 my razors, all he gave. Yellow right to the bank, it cost me one last shave. Then the young
It might have been.
Wow.
There's one thing you should know about songs with Sean Bestie.
And?
Anything goes. It could have been a gong.
Yeah.
It could have been some sort of computer program he built and spent 2 days working on that one smash.
Well, yeah, I've heard of recording latches and those type of industrial things, but yeah, that's old Bestie, man.
Yeah, that's
like,
from the archives. I
Yeah.
wanna throw this out here before we get any further into the songs tonight. I have expressed written permission from everybody we've played tonight to play these tunes.
good.
I reached out to everybody and I made sure that they were cool with us doing this tonight. So we were hoping to maybe have a guest star or two show up tonight. It didn't pan out that way, unfortunately, because people are busy and they have things to do and
Yeah, things
So-
happen.
things happen. So we're going to play the music anyway. We do have the podcast cat here tonight. She's currently sleeping on the floor, which is nice because earlier she just tore the shit out of Mark.
Yeah,
What's the cat's name?
Bella.
Bella. Well, we just call her Kitty or Bitch. She scratched
Yeah.
the shit out of you earlier.
Well, a dog comes in.
Dog comes in your territory. You got to fight it off, right?
Jenny's so sweet, but
Jenny is a sweet dog, but your cat doesn't know that.
no, she didn't.
Yeah, we should have set that probably up a little bit better than we did.
Yeah.
Oh, well. So the next one that we're going to do, World Travelers is what it's called. And this is off of an album that Sean Bestie did and recorded and had a pretty awesome picture on the album cover from what I remember. So we'll play that now. And we've got one more of his after this one. But again, this is the World Travelers.
She waited alone, she stood by the payphone, watched people walk by. Almost too late, it started ringing and saved her from crying. Hello, it's me, said without any trace of urgency. Have you been waiting long? I'm sorry. those dreams that she had reading teen magazines. What could he see in me? What do I care? The lights from the city reflect off his hair. I'll be goddamned if I'm gonna let this get away. So where shall we go? Anything goes. Two lovely weeks will start in the east. Paris can wait. It's so overrated. Maybe Japan. Crash down Amsterdam.
So that was the World Travelers,
Yeah.
Sean Bestie. So let's try to fill in the folks about our sign emergency that we had tonight.
Yeah, let's do that.
So my
So-
father-in-law puts up signs on the side. That's one of his 3 or 4 jobs that he does. And he had a sign today that he was working on putting on the side of a building that's going to do like cheerleading school or camp or some sort of cheerleading thing. So we were over here at your house kicking it, drinking brew,
Smoking some meats.
smoking meats, just hanging out, having a good time. And we get the call on the red phone, the bat phone. Hey,
Blinking, yeah.
guys, I need help. You know, being the good guys that we are, we thought, okay, we'll finish these beers, and then we'll get in the
Yeah, we'll be
car
right
and
there. How
and
fast
go.
you need us?
How-
Yeah, right now. Yeah.
right now we got to
Yeah.
get there, lickety split.
Yeah.
So Sean had already come over maybe 30 minutes or so before that, driving his new ambulance.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has an ambulance. He bought an
I
ambulance.
wouldn't call it new, but
Well, it's new to him.
1970.
11,000 original miles.
5, 6, something.
73, 4, somewhere in there. It's the newest car he's ever owned, I think is what he said.
Yeah, that's what he said.
So he's got an ambulance parked in front of your house, and he's like, hey, guys, I'll drive.
Yeah, it was an emergency.
It was an emergency.
Yeah.
We had to get there. So who are we to say no? We jump in the ambulance. We turn on, the first thing we do is we turn on the CD player, which I don't think was factory.
No.
No, I don't think so. I don't think they did that back then. So it would have probably been an 8-track maybe. But we turned it on, got in the thing, took off.
Corduroy.
We listened to Corduroy,
Yeah.
which was fitting music for that.
Absolutely.
It was great.
Makes-
Took a couple pictures. Sean drove us down there safely, I'll admit. But we got there in no time. Traffic was light. Pulled up there. Can I say that we had the sirens on?
Yeah.
I'm going to say that. We had the sirens on. Nobody was around. We weren't on the main streets. We were in a parking lot.
Yeah.
Flipped on the cherries. Turned on the siren. It was a sign emergency. We had to get there. So we pull up, we jump out of the thing like gangbusters. My father-in-law's on the ladder looking at us.
Like, what the hell?
And he's like, what? Where did you get that thing? He's like, that's like the Ghostbusters. We get there. We crawl up. We scurry up the building. We hang the sign. We're there 20 minutes. We're back in the ambulance. We're back to the house.
Drinking beer.
Drinking beer. Like right where we left off.
It's like such a hard day.
It was.
We had to go have emergency.
Had to help people out. We had a beer. We were gone for 20 minutes. It's like we never left. And it all happened because of the ambulance. So that's, in a nutshell, that's the kind of guy that Sean Bestie is. So we're going to listen to the last one from him tonight, and then we'll move on to Sass. But this song, I'm going to pronounce it Adelaide.
Sure.
I've never talked to him about it. I don't know. Maybe this is a real person.
I've never talked to him about anything.
Well,
other
yeah,
than Just
other than what's happening. I'd love to get into that mind of his and see what these songs
you
come
go
from.
ahead and do that.
I better get some breadcrumbs because I could get lost in there, but we'll see. Maybe next time. So again, Sean Bestie, Adelaide.
doesn't plague now. The side is clean and clear. Adelaide, very unrespectable to act that way. And I knew that shot would surely sell while he's trumping through her hair bells. Adelaide, someone irresponsible to act that way. And the questions seem to make him laugh while he sits the full of polygraph. But it reaches underneath his bed.
So I got two real quick stories, memories about Sean. Like the first time I remember seeing him or hanging out with him. His brother Dave is my age, and we went to school together all the way from kindergarten to high school. And Dave was the younger brother. So whenever we would go over there, of course Sean didn't want to have anything to do with us because that's what older brothers are, right? That's what they're supposed to
Right.
do. So I think one of Dave's birthdays we had it was like a slumber party, and it was a Friday night, and Judy rented us some movies so we could watch movies in the basement, because we were maybe junior high, maybe 6th grade.
Okay.
We watched Twilight Zone, and what's that 80s movie with Val Kilmer, and he's doing some science stuff. I can't remember what it's called. Daryl would know. So we watched those two movies. Whatever. Blah, blah, blah. We watched these movies.
Weird
And
Science.
that might be
No,
it.
I
I don't know. Some movie with fucking Val Kilmer's in it.
Oh yeah, I know it.
They put soap in the hallway. I remember that. And they slide around. Anyway, that's not the story. The story is Sean wasn't home. So we broke into his room, and we were mad at him for some reason, or Dave was mad at him, or somebody was mad at him. So to get back at him, we took he had a Thriller tape, Michael Jackson Thriller. We took the Thriller tape out from under his bed, and we took it in the basement, and they had a utility room behind the room where we watched the movie, and we broke it. And we thought we were such badass kids. We broke his Thriller tape.
You assholes.
Yeah, we were. And then we also found a stash of Playboys.
Oh yeah.
Hope I'm not telling that tales out of school, but he had Playboy. He had, I think, 2 Playboys under his mattress.
Well, who didn't?
I never did,
Well,
not till later. But yeah, we looked at his Playboys, broke his Michael Jackson tape, and then the other time I remember hanging out with him was, I think it was the same house, and Judy, their mom, had picked me and Dave up, and we went back to their house for some reason. It wasn't the wintertime, it was cold, and we pull up into the neighborhood, and we're coming up to their house, and Sean's hanging outside of the window, on the second floor, just hanging from the window.
doing what?
Hanging,
Yeah,
hanging by his
I
hands.
know he's hanging, but what is he doing? Out
Trying
there?
not to fall.
Why?
I don't know. His whole body was out of the house. He was hanging from the window on the outside of the house,
All right.
and then that was Sean. And then later that day, he had band practice in the basement, and yeah, that's 2 things I remember about Dave and Sean and those days back in the good times. When I didn't have to go to school or work.
Right.
So that was 3 songs from Sean. And the last 2 that we're going to play tonight on Bruzik comes from Sass. And the first one, I can't see it because I'm too far away. But I think it's called, what is it called, Mark?
Still life.
Still Life. This is my favorite song of hers. When I was texting her and Sean about using this music, I think she was hesitant because she doesn't think that it's good enough. But I think this is great. I love this song, and I told her so. So we're going to play it. This is Sass, transplanted from California to
Long
Lincoln.
Beach?
Yeah, Long Beach.
Yeah.
So Snoop, D-O-double-G, and Sublime, and Sass.
Of course. Yeah.
All it's a trifecta.
Yeah.
So this is maybe about Nebraska. Is it about Nebraska?
I have no idea.
It's good. I mean, that's the old slogan. Good life.
Still life.
Oh, still life. I thought it said good life.
You're so.
God.
Still.
How many beers have we had today? Not enough.
All right.
All right, let's play this thing.
All right.
She sends me out to get the soda for the funeral party. I'm not sure how I feel. I think I won't be making that film. Don't you wish that I had? Just like I said, there's something about those bald men, but this one's a patient. He sends me out to pick him up from his father's house. I thought I was losing my mind, but you are losing your life. I wish I had known. I wish I had known. Does your sixth sense tell you that I've got all the wrong boys in my head? I'm waiting on a phone call, maybe the one that tells me that somebody's dead, somebody's dead, somebody's dead. And I like that colored hat. You're gonna be the star letting all those colored pictures that we made. Who is the we that is missing me? Pass around the jar, but you don't listen to a word that I say. Do your mother? Do your mother? Ooh, do your mother? Do your mother?
That was Still Life by Sass.
Very nice.
I love that song. So the other one that I wanted to play of hers is actually a cover. And I was hoping that it existed, and it doesn't. She's never recorded it, she told me. It was probably about 6 weeks, 8 weeks ago, I went to a fundraiser that she was playing at. It was like an animal fundraiser. And the first song of her set was the cover that I wanted to hear, which was a Neil Young song, who I really like. And the song is called Tell Me Why. And I love it. I love her version. I like her version even better than his. And I was hoping we would have it, but we don't. So what we're going to try to do is get her in here some point in time and do one of these podcasts with her and have her play it for us.
Put her in the corner and like pressure her to
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah, we won't let her out until she plays the song.
Wow.
And I record it on my phone.
Feed her raw vegetables until she plays it.
Well, we'll
Mushrooms.
threaten her with meat.
Carrots.
She has to eat a steak unless she plays it for us.
You can't do that. That's just rude.
I know. Well, we got to get that song, man. I mean, we'll do what we got to do. So we got one more from Sass. and I can't see that far away. I need new glasses, I think.
Always.
Is it always?
On
Always
time.
on time?
Yeah.
From the same album that the last one was from. If you get a chance to see her, it's always a good show.
And she's always on time. I
She, hey, look at that. She's never late for a show. I take that back. She was late one time.
Well, she has a time machine. How can she be late?
True.
Just travel back in time.
The time machine got stuck in mud,
Oh. Wow.
and she was late for a show.
Yeah.
And I don't think she played this song that day, which was probably good because it would have not been true. But yeah, we're going to play Always on Time. Again, this has been Bruzik with
Brian Peterson.
and Mark Harpum.
All right.
And don't forget Podcast Cat, Kitty, down there taking a bath right now. All right, Sass, Always on Time.
Anyone asks, everything's fine. You understand my subtleties. You know what you want, you know how you feel, and you never disappoint me. I've got a good job, I've got enough time to do the things I wanna do. In my perfect world, on my perfect day, I'm always on time. Parents, they care about my welfare. It don't matter that I owe them money. We talked it all through about the end. We've arrived at a decision. The dishes are done. I've cleaned up my stuff. My house is ready for the party. You've got no past. You've never been hurt, and I'm always on time. Like the same things, got the same dreams. You like waking up next to me. I like myself, I wouldn't change. I'm always on time in my perfect world, my perfect day. I'm always on time in my perfect world, my perfect day. Yeah, I'm always on time.
So if you're one of the few select people that made it through this list, you should know by now that our songs that we played tonight are all from our friends, and our friends are awesome, and we're super happy that they let us play these songs, and we're probably gonna continue to play them as we do more of these shows. I think that's everything I've got. Mark, you got
Yeah.
anything to add?
Not really. I'll give you 40 cents. Remember.
Nervin.
40 cents.
Was that what it was?
Nervin, yeah.
We need that. We need to know what that is.
I'm pretty sure I want to know what it is. A Nervin, yeah.
All right, we'll Google it after this.
All right.
All right, been Bruzik, episode 5.
Thanks, folks.
Peace.
Good night.